So it seems like we're in business. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Surface Laptop 2. So the Surface Laptop 2 launched at the tail end of 2018, but today we're here to see how it stood up about 2 years later, or a little less than 2 years, about a year and 6 months. But we're going to see how it holds up in 2020 and if it's worth it for you to go ahead and pick up a Surface Laptop 2 for around $999. So the unit that I have is the sleek silver model, which is the aluminum, which is the base model, the cheapest one you can get. And I have the quad-core i5, 8 gigs of RAM, and 128GB SSD, and I love it. I've used it for around a little over a year now, and it's super awesome. It's probably the best laptop I've ever had, and we'll get into why that is in just a second. So a year goes by really fast. So my Surface Laptop 2, like I said, I've been using it for about a year, and everything on it still feels brand new, modern, and just as sleek as when it came out in 2018. I can't complain about any of the specs or anything. It's still honestly competing with my main desktop that I'm using to edit this video right now. Boxier 3:2 ratio display still feels super nice and high quality, and even the Alcantara keyboard that I've been using heavily still holds up, and no wear and tear in it at all, still feels brand new. Unfortunately, a flaw about the Surface Laptop 2 is that the Alcantara keyboard deck and the keyboard is a dust and crumb magnet. No matter what you're eating, drinking, eating anything around this laptop, as you look down on your keyboard, you're gonna notice a lot of dust and crumbs on your keyboard. And I mean, there's no big deal wiping it off, but it's hard to use water like a wet towel that I use on like a MacBook to get on here, because it is that soft Alcantara feel and you don't want to mess it up. So you have to use like an aerosol spray can to get the crumbs off, but it's not really a big deal because you're really paying for the premium in the Alcantara keyboard. If you had the black Surface Laptop 2 edition, the lid on the front would be a massive fingerprint magnet. Mine isn't really, because as you can see it is aluminum, so I don't really have an issue with fingerprints. Sometimes I'll wipe it off because you do have the little mirror logo on there, which definitely sees fingerprints. If you look at some of my like jailbreak tweak videos, you can definitely see a lot of fingerprints and white marks on the logo. For additional colors, you can get the matte black version, which was announced alongside the Surface Laptop 2 lineup. It is a new color, but you can also get a burgundy red color or a cobalt blue, which add an extra $100 to the price of your laptop, while the aluminum and the black are base. So from when I first got this laptop and tested out the keyboard, it was by far the best laptop keyboard I've ever tried. The trackpad is super nice and responsive with the matte glass keyboard gloss covered. It's super nice, I like it so much, and the keyboard, just the key presses and how the keys feel so nice, and it's not going to be a cold touch like aluminum MacBook for example. On here it's just going to be a soft touch, being there is the Alcantara keyboard, which if you don't know what it feels like a super thin carpet on your keyboard cover with the keys, so just typing on it feels super nice and comfortable. By far 100% rated 10 out of 10 keyboard. There is some issues with the port situation on this laptop though. You get one USB 3.0 port, you get a headphone jack obviously, you get a mini display port, and the proprietary Surface Connect port. If you think I'm missing something, I'm not. There is no USB 3.0 or Thunderbolt port. I'm surprised they didn't do that. We were expecting it on this laptop, being the Surface Laptop 1 did not have it either, and so we were definitely expecting for them to come out with the Thunderbolt 3 port on the Surface Laptop 2, but surprisingly Microsoft did not pull the trigger and yet are sticking with the one USB port. But putting those small issues to the side, this computer is a typing masterpiece. The keyboard on the Surface Laptop 2, like I said, is my top 10 favorite keyboard I've ever tried in my entire life on a laptop. Unlike the layout of the Surface Pro or the Surface Go, the keyboard that once again is not detachable like the other Surface lineup is super nice. It has a lot of spacious keys, so your hands aren't going to be cramped like other small laptops. And for the size, it's a really well spaced and placed keyboard, and I definitely would recommend the keyboard. It's very nice. One other thing that some people like and some people don't, I personally, it doesn't bother me, I like it, but the trackpad on here is surprisingly clicky. It's very responsive, no issues with the trackpad at all, but it's just super clicky. If I put this next to the mic real quick and click it, it's very clicky, as you can tell. So it's tall, bright, and crisp. So the Surface Laptop 2 has the 13.5-inch screen. It's a 3:2 ratio, as I said in the beginning of the video, and it's a super boxy screen. The bezels aren't big whatsoever. They're even around the entire computer. Unlike some of its competitors, it has a really well placed screen, and it's bright and super crisp, a very nice screen, 4K, and it's a beautiful screen overall. The webcam's pretty good. So overall, the build quality of this laptop, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 so far. It's super nice in 2020 compared to a 2020 MacBook Air, the new one that just came out. I did a video on it. If you haven't seen it, it's going to be in the iCard up here. But the laptop is amazing compared to the MacBook Air, especially the new one. It's definitely can compete with a newer laptop today. If you're a professional photographer, you might need a custom adequate monitor for your pictures, but for a normal user, this screen on this laptop is going to be really nice, and you're going to enjoy it. No matter what you think, you are going to enjoy it. It's a perfect screen. So if you haven't pulled the trigger and you want to just because of the screen, get it. Get it, just so the cores from 2018 don't seem like they cut it today with the lower performance, but trust me, the way this laptop uses its CPU management and how it disperses it around the laptop, it's really fast. I haven't had a single issue with it ever. It's never slow, except for you're doing something super heavy. I mean, I've edited a couple of videos on it and it works for the most part. It's just a little bit slowed down, unlike if you're using a Mac, for example, you're gonna see a difference. But for main things, I use Photoshop on here. I watch a ton of YouTube, do a bunch of work on here, and it's super awesome. If you're mainly using it for like a web browser and some light gaming like Minecraft or something, this is going to be a perfect laptop, being it's so thin compared to a MacBook Air. You're going to see you can hold it up with literally nothing. It's so light, and for the 8 gigs of RAM, Core i5, and everything in it, it's super awesome. So make sure you guys definitely go check this laptop out in depth if you're going to want to buy it. So don't forget about gaming. The Surface Laptop 2 does not have an integrated graphics card or anything by far pushed for gaming. It does have the Intel graphics. I'm gonna put a picture right here of what the graphics are in this laptop because I don't know by memory, but if you want to play games, like I said a second ago, Minecraft, I play occasional Valorant, and sometimes Fortnite on here, and it can run it, trust me, it can. Like if you're going to play Fortnite at super low quality, this will run, I promise. You're going to be able to play some games. So if you're just going to play a classic like Minecraft with your friends or something, this laptop will run it perfectly, I'm pretty sure. I have Minecraft, yeah, I have Minecraft and Valorant on here right now, and I was actually on a vacation earlier, and I was playing Valorant on here with all my friends, and it works surprisingly well for a super thin netbook laptop. I just go ahead and connect my computer, or I'm sorry, my bad. I go ahead and connect my keyboard and my mouse to this laptop, and it runs perfectly fine. After about, I think it was like 2 hours of playing, the fans did overheat a little bit, and I had to shut out the game because it overheated. But I was playing for 2 hours, so if you're going to play for 2 hours on this laptop, you probably get a gaming laptop. But if you're going to do some light gaming and work, then definitely go ahead and pick this laptop up. It's amazing, so make sure you guys go check it out because it's super awesome. So after this laptop being out for 17,520 hours, it's super nice, being that is a lot of hours. It's an overall super good laptop, and I definitely recommend go checking it out. So this was a pretty short video today. Just wanted to get some points out here and just get another video out on the tube. So I just want to make sure you guys like and subscribe if you like the video. More videos definitely going to be coming out soon. I'm going to try my best to make another video tonight. But overall, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you pick up the Surface Laptop 2 also. I like it a lot. It's super nice. It's very nice. So make sure you pick it up, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.